Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we've got a bit of a mission in here. So I've got this bracket here that needs to go essentially welded onto the trans tunnel so that the handbrake can bolt to it. So this is a manual handbrake, but this is an automatic car. It used to have a pedal handbrake, but someone took that out and I can't be able to find all the pieces. Already got this, managed to get that. So the only other thing I'll have to do is cut the console to suit, so that'll sit like over there somewhere, so I have to like trim this corner out. But anyway, obviously to weld this in, I think I have to take out maybe this bracket here. I'm not sure. But anyway, definitely gonna have to take out the sound deadening, and yeah, to get at all this, I'm gonna have to take probably the carpet out. Got to do a bit of grinding, bit of welding, so this seat's gonna have to come out. So that'll be some wires under here because it's electric, and some 14s by the look of it. So pull the seat out, maybe see about pulling the carpet out, then get that sound deadening off, then place the piece in and weld it all in, and blah 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 blah. Should be a pain in the ass. So let's see if I can get that done today. Hopefully, it's about 11 o'clock now, so 6 hours. Maybe it's a reasonable amount of time. We'll see what happens. All right, so I just pulled the seat out. So it's two plugs, one for the seatbelt and one for the electrics for the backwards and forwards on the chair and all that garbage. So now we can see that someone's already broken this bit of the carpet, which is apparently a rare thing on Stageas to have that connected, so I don't care anymore. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to start pulling some of this out. Maybe the seats, potentially fold the carpet all the way over to the passenger side, which I can't do because of that. I'm not taking a dash out. So this could get interesting. And it's connected up here across the other side as well, so it's gonna be fun. Let's start playing. All right, so got everything sort of stripped away. Just this little clip had to come out of the way, and the seats out and everything. So this should fit around about there somewhere. So as you can see, this is in the way. However, I'm pretty sure the center console does not mount to that actually. That bit there might, but that's okay. Not too concerned about that because we've got these two mounting points and we're not swinging off of it. So that means that that's going to have to come out at the very least. But you can see that it's got this bracket here, which holds whatever this module is, a G sensor I think, for the Attessa system. Gravity, sweet. So that bracket's got to stay in, but this one's got to come out by the look of it. So it should just be 3 spot welds. So just got to drill gently into them and hit them with a chisel to get them out. And then after that, I've got to clean off all of the sound deadening around this. Maybe even cut this carpet here to get this underneath. And that's all got to go down in there. So I don't know about this carpet. I mean, it's all connected up here and everything. I think this is going to suck no matter what I do. I might keel it, fold it over to the passenger side. That might be the easiest option. And maybe feed this back through or disconnect it or something. But yeah, I don't think this is going to be a fun job, but so we'll start with that, get it out of the way, and then deal with the carpet after. Alright, so it looks like on the autos, this bracket is to hold that center bolt there on the center console surround. So you'll have one bolt there, that down there, and then I guess there's like a clip that goes through there or something. Anyway, so then with the manuals, get that out of the way, put that down, and there is nothing. That, so that will locate around there. So there's nothing up here to mount it to. So if I'm really concerned, I'll weld that to that, but I don't care. So we're not going to do that at all. So I'm just going to get that out. You can see I've just chipped away the sound deadening. So with sound deadening, I'm sure everyone knows this at this point, it's better to have it really, really cold and then like fracture it off. So you can use a chisel or whatever, but you can get like contact cleaner spray and that will chill it, or like, you know, bolt freeze or whatever, that'll chill it. You only need to do a small area, and then a large area you get like dry ice, but I don't think I'll bother with either of them because I'm a masochist and I want to do it the hard way, so let's get it. Alright, so I just grabbed a drill bit that covers the whole, if you can see it very well, it covers the whole thing. So obviously you'd want to have a spot weld drill bit, but this will work just as fine. So you just wanted to cover the whole hole, and then grab a center punch of some sort and tap the center with the hammer, or if you've got an automatic center punch, use that, do it a couple of times so that your drill bit doesn't wander around. You want it to stay right in the middle, and then drill it, but don't go all the way through. You just want to do it so that it weakens it enough that you can just chisel it off without tearing the floor and without putting a hole in it, because if you put a hole in it, you've got to seal the hole. So the less of those we can do, the better. Ideally, again, you get a spot weld drill bit because they have a flat tip instead of a pointed tip, but I'm too lazy and this will do just fine. Alright, so you can see that the holes have been drilled, but they haven't gone all the way through. So sometimes you can see the join in the two pieces of metal. That one, you might be able to see it a little bit. Anyway, so you can see there's all this metal everywhere. So break out your mum's good Dyson, just suck it all up, because there's nothing worse than getting metal all through underneath your car to rust and stain and go gross. So clean up as much of this as you can, and then we'll get under this with a chisel and see if we can get this off without drilling too much more. Alright, so you very carefully want to just tap underneath. You can see, hopefully, that the whole floor is moving still, which means this is pretty solidly attached. So I'll just pry it a little bit more to put some tension on it, and then get in there with a drill it a little bit more, and hopefully it'll just pop, because these spot welds, although they look seemingly innocuous, they actually hold together the whole car. Most joins are spot welded on cars. They're there for a little bit of movement, but a lot of strength. So got to do that with all three. Hopefully you'll see it off in a minute. Alright, so with a little bit of hammering, you can see that the screwdriver has come through. So I tore the metal on the bracket, not the metal on the floor, which is a good thing. Just got to be really careful with that, because you can tear a hole in the floor really quickly. This is not exactly an exact science, so good luck if it's your first time. Alright, so it's often good to just work around and start on one, don't finish it, start another, don't finish it, and before you know it, bam, got one. So just keep cruising around, you get there eventually. Alright, it's off. 1 out of 3 is fucking horrendous, but there it is. So you can see I didn't quite make it all the way through the spot welds because they seem to wander quite a bit, so it like tore the metal. That's the other one there. So I tore a chunk out of the floor in those two spots, so I'm going to have to weld those up now. That'll be fun. I might just put a bit of weld on that. I suppose that doesn't need it. That one probably would have gone through, but it's triple layered, as you can see, so I'll just tidy up with the grinder and give it a bit of a paint. So next is getting all of this shit off. Thankfully, it comes off pretty sheets because it's so old. It's been heat cycled a lot, so you can see it's not even sticking anymore. So might be able to get that off in one big piece. I'll hit the seam there. Yep. Let's see if I can get over it. There we go. Look at that all the way through. Nice big sheets coming off. You can see that it's not even sticking anymore. This is the bits where it's stuck. This is the bits where it doesn't. So get out of here. So get all that off, and then figure out where this is going to go. Actually, we've got to look at it now. So just put that like this. So you can see we're going to have to get rid of some more of that stuff. Like that. And that'll be our handbrake mount. Alright, so I managed to get the carpet out. So both seats are out. So that's the 4 bolts holding the seats in. They're all 14s. This one's cross-threaded on mine, so I have to fix that. Take this seat bolt out. Your trims down there. Over here, they'll just snap out. Just this bolt holds it all in. And then there's 2 bolts on the seat. One there, one over the other side. Took them out. Watch out for this shit that tears, which is great. Sticks to this stuff. I undid these, probably didn't need to. Feeding this out was kind of hard. I think I might have damaged that. Whatever. I found the original owner's a receipt for the original owner, so I might see if I can contact him once it's going and take him for a drive, because that's always fun. Other than that, we have access to this now, so if I can remember where I put my damn piece that I got to put in there, I'll put it in and have a look and draw a line around the heat shield, or this sound deadening, where I have to chip it off. And I'll keep going, getting closer. It's only like 2 in the afternoon as well. I should be able to get this done today with any luck. Alright, so I cleaned it up a little bit, and it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to get under there with this carpet. I might need to get someone to help me, but anyway, you can see I need to get this sound deadening off, everything under there, same along here, like that. So I've got a marker here, just going to throw some lines roughly where it needs to be. So obviously I'm going to have to take more off to weld it, because it'll just bubble and burn and all that garbage. Not too sure exactly what this bracket does. I need old wiring, I'm really concerned. Close enough's good enough. So I'll bung all that off, clean everything up, make sure it's nice and neat, so that I can get ready to weld it. And then I might mark out where all those spot welds are individually, and then grind those areas down so that they've got good metal to weld to. And I will weld these up. I think that is my marker point, so that spot weld lines up perfectly. I checked it against the other one with that there, puts that hole in the right spot. So that'll be my reference point. Everything else will just have to fit. So we'll go from there. All right, so this is it, pretty much mocked up. So that'll sit nicely there. I've got a little more paint / insulation, whatever, seam sealer to clean off. And yeah. All right, so you can see I marked out all the holes. So I've just got to hit them with the flap disc like I did this one to expose the bare metal, and also weld up those two. Might put a little bit in there just to be safe, and clean off some of that sound ending up there that's like sticky bits. Alright, so this thing's all welded in now, so you can see a whole bunch of welds. That was the last one I did. I did just tack that one up there, didn't really want to play because of all the sounding and stuff, needed that one. This one I don't actually think got attached. Let me see if I can push on it. So that, anyway, may as well be attached now because these two are pretty solid in there. But that one, I welded it up and it didn't do anything. I was like, oh, well, that's great. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, that's for damn sure. So I'll just put a bit of paint on these to stop them rusting, hopefully, and maybe put a bit of seam sealer from underneath for any that came through, particularly this one. And that'll be it. I'll just reassemble everything and my center console is done finally. Oh man, this is a mission. And I didn't set anything too much on fire. I think it only caught fire twice, and I singed the carpet with the grinder. So yeah, successful job. All right, so this is pretty much the finished product. So just got a little paintbrush and some spray paint and sprayed it onto a cap and then wiped it in. So yeah, I'm happy enough with it. Not too concerned, and besides, if it rips out I can always go back in and re-weld it, so it should be good. I'll put all the carpet and everything back in, vacuum up all the grinding and garbage in here, and should be good to go. And just like that, we're all done. So handbrake's in, nice and tight. Bam, look at that. No flexing in the bracket, if you can see that at all. Works just as intended. So I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be on that wild angle, but anyway, that's probably going to help us when we put our center console in. So for now, I'm just going to reassemble all these. So, you know, clip this back over and put the trim back on and put the seats back in and all that garbage. Try and get that like that. Yeah, there we go. And then yeah, I might have a vacuum under here too. And then I'll start reassembling the center console and see where we get to.